Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. In this video content, let's take a look at the latest Chelsea news. All the news is gathered by us from reliable and quality sources, and now the main content. Santos striker Marco Leonardo has grabbed the attention of Chelsea scouts after impressing for Brazil at the Under-20 World Cup, according to 90minute.com. The website claims that the Blues have taken a liking to the forward whilst also keeping tabs on Andre Santos's progress with his national team. The striker is already very experienced for someone of his age, having racked up 142 appearances for Santos's first team since making his senior debut in 2020. Leonardo scored 21 goals in all competitions last season, having now scored 42 in total. From the looks of things, he is very much ready for a move to Europe and, unlike Andre Santos, his Brazilian teammate should be eligible for a work permit. Reporter Rudy Galletti has said that the former Tottenham manager is looking at Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic, who he sees as the perfect frontman for his system. Chelsea have made Vlahovic their #1 target for the summer and are even intent on making an €80 million offer for the Juventus star, reports ESPN. The 23-year-old arrived in Turin from Fiorentina in January 2022 for €81.6 million, but it's not been the greatest return for the club. Despite netting 23 goals in 62 games in all competitions for the Bianconeri, he has not quite settled in under Massimiliano Allegri. The Italian manager puts out a very defensive approach. There is also the thorny issue of uncertainty over Champions League qualification next season for the club. According to reports, Chelsea is considering the possibility of selling Kalidou Koulibaly during the upcoming summer transfer window. The 31-year-old defender joined Chelsea from Napoli in a £33 million transfer last July. But there are now rumours suggesting that the club is looking to offload him. According to the Evening Standard, Chelsea is reportedly hoping to sell Koulibaly back to an Italian club in the upcoming summer transfer window. However, there seem to be two obstacles currently impeding the potential transfer. As per the report, overseas teams are hesitant to meet the high wage demands of the centre-back. Additionally, despite a challenging debut season in England, the Senegal international is keen on remaining in West London and demonstrating his abilities. Tony Cascarino has claimed that he is surprised at Chelsea owners not doing all they can to get Mason Mount to sign a new deal at the club. The Englishman will enter the final 12 months of his deal at the end of the season and contract talks have stalled. Speaking on TalkSport, he said, "They've invested all this money into transfers and bringing in new players, and Mason is only just turned 24. He's an England regular. I knew there were things going on at the start of the season, that there was something going on with Mason that didn't seem right, and Chelsea didn't seem to want to get too involved in negotiating then. They're still in the same place now and I don't get it." Relevo reports that the Argentine coach has already signed his new contract and has confirmed his next job will be at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea will make the news of Pochettino signing official in the next few hours. They are currently being presided over by Frank Lampard on an interim basis. Their final game is against Newcastle at home. Pochettino has signed a long-term contract, after Chelsea opted not to bring in Julian Nagelsmann, who recently left Bayern Munich. And their upcoming transfer window will be crucial. They are 12th in the Premier with one game to go after having lost 16 games out of the 37. The Argentine coach has been chosen by the club's co-owner Todd Boehly after the American sacked Thomas Tuchel last summer, and then Graham Potter last month. Fernandez works for Uruguayan radio station Sport 890 and, with Ugarte being from the South American country, it appears that the journalist does have some insider information from the player's side of things. Reports in the UK and Europe have only claimed that Chelsea are interested in the 22-year-old, with Paris Saint-Germain believed to be the club who have advanced talks the furthest. Whether other news outlets will start to back Fernandez's assertions, we shall have to wait and see. It is widely known that the midfielder can be signed for €60 million, £52 million, if a club is prepared to pay the buyout fee. However, to trigger it, you have to be willing to stump up the full amount upfront. Due to financial fair play considerations, Chelsea may be willing to go above the release clause so they can make payments in installments. The attacker is attracted to the idea of being able to link up with so many of his England colleagues like Luke Shaw, Marcus Rashford and Harry Maguire, reports The Sun. Mount has been linked with a move to Liverpool since the turn of the year, with the club making him one of their biggest targets for the summer. But it has emerged that Man United's interest in the player is genuine and that it has turned his head. The Chelsea man is approaching the final year of his contract at Stamford Bridge. Though they have offered fresh terms, Mount has turned them down, and now seems set to be heading to another club. It comes after Football Transfer's exclusive story that Liverpool do not wish to become embroiled in a bidding war with the Red Devils. For Mount, Liverpool have been credited with a long-term interest in the 24-year-old, but have fears over his price tag, which Chelsea have set at £85 million. They have already held talks with the player and have done a good deal of legwork in terms of selling their project to the former Derby County loanee. Chelsea are waiting to officially announce the signing of RB Leipzig star Christopher Nkunku ahead of next season. Football.London understands a deal to bring Nkunku to Stamford Bridge this summer has already been agreed, with the transfer being completed upon the expiry of his contract in June 2023. The Frenchman won the Bundesliga Golden Boot, despite missing 9 games this season, after scoring his 15th and 16th goals of the 2022-23 campaign in Leipzig's 4-2 win over Schalke on Saturday. Niklas Füllkrug failed to score in SV Werder Bremen's 1-0 defeat at Union Berlin, meaning Nkunku and the Germany international are crowned joint top scorers. Nkunku's arrival could solve Chelsea's problems in front of goal, with Kai Havertz and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang both struggling for form and goals this term. The former Paris Saint-Germain forward has proven he can consistently fire in the goals in Germany, and Pochettino will be excited to work with the talented Frenchman as he looks to rebuild the squad ahead of next season. Following his final Bundesliga fixture for Leipzig, Nkunku has sent a message thanking supporters ahead of the DFB Pokal final next weekend. Leipzig will take on Eintracht Frankfurt on Saturday, June 3rd, which will be Nkunku's final game for the German outfit before he completes a reported £52 million move to Stamford Bridge. Pochettino is said to want a new striker this summer, which may be in addition to the arrival of Nkunku. Romelu Lukaku is set to return to Stamford Bridge this summer, whilst it remains to be seen whether Chelsea look to sign João Felix on a permanent or loan deal next season. That's the final content in today's video. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell so you don't miss the next videos.